welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I have for you a review on the Rare Beauty makeup line. If you guys do not know, Selena Gomez recently came out with her own beauty line on September 3rd, and I decided to pick it up yesterday when I was at Sephora. They are pretty affordable. They're not super cheap and they're not super expensive. I think they're like in between. Some of their products were out of stock, but I was able to get the most important parts of her beauty lines. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, even though I do like Selena Gomez and I love her music, I am going to give you guys my honest opinion. So anyways, let's go on and get started with the review. I can't wait. Why don't you recognize I'm so Selena Gomez did come out with a primer, but I am not gonna use that primer. I'm gonna use my own primer that I have at home. I'm just gonna go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. You know, with every foundation, you always do want to apply a primer. It's just going to like minimize your pores and make you look a little bit more flawless. And where I like to go is pretty much around my nose and just apply a little bit by my chin, because that's also where I get some pores. I've also been using this new like facial cleanser and moisturizer from Curology, and honestly, like, it has changed my skin. Like, my skin looks and feels so much softer and clearer. I don't get a lot of pimple. I do have one like over here, but my skin has been clear for a couple months now, and I think it's due to the fact that I'm using Curology. So these are the two foundations that I picked up from Sephora. It's called the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation, and to be honest, I wasn't sure what shade I was, so I did ask the associate there to help me with my shade, and she also had a similar skin tone to mine, so she suggested I try 290N. Just in case 290N didn't work out for me, I also tried another color in the shade 310W. W stands for warm, and I think the N stands for neutral, just so you guys are aware. So this is the two foundations that I wanted to show you guys. So from reading the package, it says this foundation is an elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. It says that you have to shake the foundation, so make sure you do shake it. Right away, the first thing I do notice in this foundation is the bowl part of it. The packaging is actually really nice. I do like the packaging. It reminds me a little bit of the Fenty Beauty foundations. I feel like they could actually be cousins or sisters. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. I don't know if you guys can see, but they look pretty similar, except that you get a little bit more product in the Fenty Beauty foundation. You get about 32 mLs, and in the Rare Beauty you get about 30 mLs. So even though this is a lot bigger, it is more of a glass frosted type of feel and a lot heavier. This one's more of a plasticky frosted type of feel, and I like this. I like the packaging, really nice. I love this unique part in the top. The reason why she has this ball part in the top of the foundation is so that way it can make it a lot easier for people who have arthritis or who have weaker like hand grasps. It makes it a lot easier for them to open it that way. And I thought that was like really thoughtful of her to do that. I am going to try 290 first and open this up. So that is 290, which looks pretty good. I think that's close to my shade. And then the other one is 310. Like, as you can see, they look very similar. Very similar. But you know what? I am gonna go in with the 310 just because I feel like it's a lot more warmer, I feel. We'll see. So I'm gonna go in with the 310 and just work that into my skin. So I also picked up the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch brush. This is a foundation brush that you can use for applying foundation, and it's supposed to be cruelty free. The brush is packed with soft silky bristles that build, blend, and buff. That is the foundation brush. I think it's very unique. The bristles are very nicely dense and packed. They feel very soft. And I just love the packaging too. It's so nice. So I'm super excited to try this. So let's go on and get started with 310. And I did want to apply my foundation first. The way you apply this is with this tip over here. And a lot of people were complaining that it can harbor bacteria. And to be honest, a lot of our concealers are like that as well. And I don't think it's really a problem because you always want to make sure you wash your face, and before you do apply your foundation or any creams, you never want to apply cream with a dirty face. You know what I mean? So that is just my thought. But I don't know if you guys can see, the foundation is applying really good. I honestly do like the way the foundation looks. It is looking very dewy. I probably could have gone a little bit darker in this foundation, but I think in the wintertime I'll probably get a little bit lighter, so maybe I will keep this one and just buy a darker foundation for the summer. But I do like the way my skin looks. Like, my skin looks very glowy. I'm gonna just let it sink into my skin and just let it sit. So I actually forgot to show you guys how the foundation applies with the beauty blender. So I'm just gonna go back with this beauty blender and use the 310, and you know, just apply a little bit here and just see like how like it works with this foundation. Okay, so obviously, like, if you use a beauty blender, the foundation is going to be a lot more more sheer than if you use a brush, because it's always that way. But I do like the way it's also applying with the beauty blender. Really pretty. And hopefully I don't look this shiny once I'm done and once I apply powder.
So over here, I just went off camera to do my eyebrows, and I didn't realize that I wasn't filming part of where I applied my concealer. And that is why I'm just going to show you guys how the concealer looks like in a minute.
This is called the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. It's supposed to be moisturizing, a buildable, that melts seamlessly into your skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. I do have to say that I ended up going with the shade 290 because the 310 was a little bit darker on me. And you will see in a little bit that the concealer does end up creasing. So you definitely have to set the concealer. You cannot just wear it alone without setting it. It takes a few minutes to actually dry, and even still then the concealer still creases. So that is my thought on the concealer. You guys will see in a little bit what I mean by that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am noticing that some of the line or the concealer is creasing right in my crease line. And now that the foundation is settling, I do see that it's actually settling into my fine lines a little bit, just around like my mouth, and also around, I do see some like dry patches where I tend to be a little bit more dry. So, and just so you guys are aware, if you do have really dry skin, I don't think this foundation is going to be your best friend. But if you have combo to dewy skin or oily skin, it might work, except that you might look a little bit oily. So just keep in mind that the foundation does take a lot of time to actually dry, but once it dries, it just looks a little bit more like a dewy type of foundation rather than matte. So now I'm going to go in with the eyeliner, and this is the Perfecting Strokes Matte Liquid Eyeliner by Rare Beauty. It was actually the only one in the store, so I was the last one to pick this up. So I'm super lucky that I actually got my hands on it, because I was actually hearing a lot of good reviews. So I'm gonna try it. And this is what it looks like. You can see the tip is very pointy. Almost reminds me like a marker. And so I'm gonna apply that. I'm gonna go by a picture that Selena Gomez posted online on her Instagram, where it's like I think the face of Rare Beauty, and she looks so pretty in there. So I'm gonna try to recreate that look, except that she didn't really have eyeliner. So I'm just going to just apply a tiny bit, just like that. Okay, this eyeliner looks a little bit jacked up, and I'm not really liking the way this one's looking. That's the eyeliner. That's the best I can do with the eyeliner. I am going to apply a little bit more concealer because I feel like my concealer has like rubbed off. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more concealer. I probably should have done my eyeshadow before I applied my eyeliner. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Remastered Rose Gold palette, and I'm gonna take this shade over here called Sandalwood, and I'm just gonna apply that right at the crease just to like kind of like set the concealer that I had put on, because then it's gonna crease on my eyes and it's gonna look really ugly. So I could have probably done this before my eyeliner, but you know, this is another way to do it, I guess. You know, I'm just doing everything so backwards today. I don't know why. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of bubbly or moon dust, whichever, just to give me a little bit more glow there in the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with my mascara, and then I'm gonna put on some falsies. So the eyeliner, you guys, was really nice. It did glide on pretty good, but I did find it a little bit difficult to put on just because the tip, even though it's fine, it's a little bit fatter, so it's kind of hard to work with. So this is the lashes. I just went very natural. So now we are going to go in with a setting powder. I'm going in with the Laura Mercier powder, and I'm gonna use a precise brush to apply that underneath my eye. I don't wanna apply it anywhere else, just underneath the eyes, just to set that concealer. You can probably set the nose as well. Since we are working with cream, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Mocha contour, and I'm gonna apply that right here, here, and here. Now I know Selena Gomez hasn't come out with a contour stick yet, but I'm gonna use a brush like this and just move that around. Because it's like a cream, it's not gonna be a problem. Foundation and the contour really do blend nicely as well, so it's not giving me a hard time blending, or it's not like separating, so that's good. So the blush that I bought was a liquid blush. It's called the Dewy Pinch Liquid Blush. These are going for $20, and the one that I picked up, it's called Joy, and it is like a coral type of color, which is perfect. And that is a color, you guys, so pretty. I love it. Love the packaging. Okay, I am a little bit scared with cream blushes because like I don't want it to look super like harsh, but okay, I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender instead of a brush and see if that's, see what I mean? So if you get too much, just apply some on your hand just to get rid of some of that color. And it is really nice, I do gotta say. Probably a little bit does go a long way, you guys, so you don't have to apply so much, but it's so pretty. It is really pretty. I do like it. I'm gonna diffuse it a little bit here, but oh my god, it's definitely a really nice color. I did get another blush, you guys, which I got as a sample, called Grace. This one's a more of a pinky type of color, and I'm gonna show you. I got a little sample because I bought so much stuff from the Rare Beauty line, but that is the color. It's definitely like a pinky tone. It would look really nice as well on my skin tone, but maybe in another tutorial, another video, I'll show you guys how it looks like. But overall, I really do like the blushes. So nice and creamy. A little goes a long way, but it does look really nice. Now I'm gonna go in with the Positive Light Luminizer. This one is in a liquid formula. It's in the shade Flaunt. It's in the shade Flaunt, and this one was retailing for $22. So the prices are not that bad. Like I said, they're not super cheap and they're not super expensive either. They're kind of like in between. This is the Flaunt liquid highlighter that I did pick, and I like it because it kind of like matches more like my skin tone. And this is also has that tip as well. I am gonna go a little bit and apply that right on the part of my cheek. You know what, I actually don't even need to put a highlighter because I already feel like I have like a glow. But this is really, really pretty, you guys. Wow. It's almost like a rose gold color. Really, really pretty. You don't need a lot. And oh, I applied way too much on my nose. So I'm gonna apply a little bit on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's definitely giving me like a natural glow. So now we're gonna go in with the lips, and I did pick up 3 colors. This is called the Lip Souffle Cream Matte, and I got it in the shade Inspire, also in the shade Courage, and also in the shade Daring. The shade Daring, it's probably not for me. It's really bright. I'm gonna go in with Inspire because I just wanted a more orangey type of look. That is what Selena, I think, was wearing in the picture. So Selena Gomez did come out with lip balms as well, but I didn't pick those up just because I just didn't feel like I'm not really a lip balm type of girl, you know. So oh, this color is actually really pretty. This feels so, guys, this feels amazing on the lips. Like, and this is definitely my thing. I think this has to be like my favorite product out of the whole Rare Beauty line. I think the Lip Souffle is definitely something that I'm gonna keep on purchasing because I really like it. And I really like the formula, you guys. It's so creamy. It reminds me of like when you eat like a cake and you have like the, what's it called, the frosted part of the cake, and you get it on your lips. You know how it feels like super, super soft? That's how my lips feel. I feel like it also made the crease of my lips kind of disappear. And this is definitely buildable. Like, I feel like you can build this, so just let it dry and then put another layer on it. Right now it looks a little bit like glossy, but I think once you let it dries a little bit more matte, but it takes a while for it to dry, so just keeping that in mind. So that is pretty much it for the makeup. And now that we're at the end of the makeup, I am going to let you guys know my opinion. So far, I like the way my foundation looks. It's not super, super matte. It definitely looks pretty glowy. I probably could have gone with a little bit of a darker color foundation just because I am more tan right now. But overall, I do like the way my skin looks. The eyeliner I do like, although I have to kind of like keep working with it. It's not something that's amazing, but it's okay, I guess I would have to say. This brush is amazing. I would totally recommend, if you are planning on buying the Rare Beauty foundation, definitely get yourself the brush because it makes a total difference. I will not apply this foundation with a beauty blender because it kind of like picks up the product too much, and since it's already like a kind of like a lightweight formula or a liquidy formula, it's gonna soak up all the product. So use a brush when you're using the foundation. So last but not least, you guys, what I am gonna do, I am going to set my foundation before I begin this wear test. I'm gonna go in with the Morphine Continuous Setting Mist. Selena Gomez did come up with a setting mist as well, but I didn't pick it up because I decided to just pick up the most important products and I just really didn't think I needed it. But if you do recommend it, let me know down below if you feel like I should buy it, if you do end up trying it. But I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Setting Mist. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna head out. It is around 2:35. I will check back with you guys later on just so I can give you guys an update of the products. Oh, by the way, before I do leave, I do want to show you guys that you can also apply this illuminator on your shoulders as well. So you can use these cream products pretty much everywhere. You don't necessarily have to use it just on your face. You can definitely use it on your shoulders just to give you a little bit of a glow, just like that. You can also, you know, use it anywhere that you like, you know. You don't have to use it just on your face because it is a cream. So I'm back at home and I wanted to check in with you guys so that way you guys can see my makeup. It is currently 11:01 p.m. and I have been wearing this makeup for a total of 8+ hours, and I can't wait to take the makeup off because I feel like I'm super oily. You can see all over my face where the makeup has pretty much become really oily. I mean, I haven't touched up since I actually put the makeup on. So this is basically my makeup since 2:30, since I left the house. I haven't touched up. I haven't like blotted or put anything. I mean, my makeup still looks pretty intact. The only thing is that I look very oily. Like very oily. Like I literally dumped my face into like a pot of oil or something. My concealer is almost like rubbing off. My lip is completely gone. This is pretty much what I will look like if I was going to come home after a long day. So I just placed a powder around my eyes, around my upper lip, and around my chin where I have most of my oils, or where I don't want that luminous glow or that oily glow. So this is pretty much what it looks like with the powder applied. I think, you guys, I can go another probably 2-3 hours with the makeup. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the Rare Beauty makeup line. I think it's a really great product for the price. Maybe certain products I probably wouldn't pay as much, but overall I think the product really did impress me. So I'm happy I did the wear test because now I can truly see what products I am going to keep buying. I also like the illuminator. That's something I will buy again, and I probably will also buy the foundation again. So Selena actually did a really good job with her beauty line. I'm sure she's gonna come out with more products, and I'm sure it's going to improve throughout time. I'm gonna go now, take a shower, relax, get this makeup off, and just call it a day because it's been a long day, you guys. It's been a long day. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video, and have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.